and they took us to dinner. And it was in this outside restaurant in the middle of Karachi. It was almost like a garden. And it was really cool because that's a building. I guess they were cooking something in the building. And we sat at this table outside on these big old trees, listening to all the honking horns. When you drive in Pakistan, you don't really drive. You basically have one hand on the wheel and one hand on the horn. And you constantly just beep your horn the entire time. So when you think about 40 or 50,000 cars doing this at a time, it's a little noisy. And it's always like that. I mean, like, you can't even talk to anybody there because the horns are going crazy and like there's people all over the place. But this was like a little walled place, and so we could kind of talk to each other. And we were going to have dinner, and I asked Hassan, I said, what are we having? He says, we're having orange chicken. And I said, I recognize that. That's going to be great. We're going to love it. So they start bringing out the first course, and it was like a little bowl, and they set this little bowl in front of each one of us. And I thought, how nice, soup. But I didn't see a spoon. So I looked around and kind of waited for a while. I was kind of waiting for somebody to pick up their bowl or get a spoon and things like that. And I thought, well, I'll just taste it, you know. So I picked it up on my fingers like this and was going to taste it. And I almost got to my lips, and Hassan had this like look of panic. I could see his eyes get like really big. And he kind of took my arm and took it like that and pushed my arm down. I said, what's the matter? He said, you know what that is? I said, soup. He said, no. I said, what is it? He said, it's a finger bowl. You wash your fingers with it. He said, if you'd have drank that, you'd have been sick for like 2 weeks because nothing here is purified. So I said, oh. So I put my little finger bowl back, put my little fingers in it, cleaned everything off, and waited for the first course. And there you go. Also found out that during the trip, everybody on the trip was almost hospital bound at least once for adjustments to parasites or water or microbes or whatever, and you're going to do it. If you go to India, if you go to Pakistan, I don't care where you go, your body will have to adjust and just will have to do that. So I was worried about like things like lettuce when they do salads and things like that. If it's not properly washed, you get it from the salad. If it's a vegetable or if it's a fruit you can't peel, you'll get it from the fruit. If it's water that's not purified, you'll get it from the water. It's just, you know, a million ways you can do these types of things. So.